Alright, hello everyone. Welcome into the Doors quarterfinals of Season 3. This race features the number 1 overall seed Eriror versus the number 8 overall seed Plasma Kappa. This seed will be a Pottery Lottery seed, so I've got the base league settings and the additional feature of every single pot in the game being shuffled around. Could have any key items inside of those. Today I am joined by Pool Float G with the restream and tracking. It's a tough job, be sure to give him some thanks for that. And I think Andy may or may not be joining me in the commentary booth. He's got a busy day today, so in the meantime, y'all will just have to deal with me. And I hope I can do a good job guiding you through the match. And we're off. Nothing really of note. Oh, welcome in, Andy. Hello.
Hello, hello. How's it going, guys?
How's it going? We just got started here.
Nice, nice. We got some nice auto lotto here. Heck yeah.
So we had a nice centralized Link's house, which is always convenient to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Plumeria can hear me or not.
I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Hello.
Hello.
I can't believe we haven't found any items 90 seconds in.
Right? It's like there's 1,000 different places they could be or something. Looks like Eri has found 2 bombs, exactly the amount he needs for this Paradox Cave.
We got one small key on Kappa side.
First item. Nice.
Oh baby, this is it. Gotta be an item in here, right?
Well, one big key isn't too bad. Oh, that's an interesting farming spot for Eri. He just kind of got a couple extra rupees there.
I think quick 21 bucks, I think, is what it was.
A lot of empty entrances so far, too.
I cannot tell what dark cave this is. This might be the Death Mountain Descent cave. Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, a glove on the island. That is a really nice thing to see early. It's not really where you want to see it though, because who knows where that connector comes from.
Yeah, it does give you a little connector priority, I suppose, when you get the mirror, at the very least. Definitely will be more inclined to check connector exits, knowing that a glove is there.
I forget those pots? Oh, we can't get the pots. Never mind.
You could Super Bunny in there to get pots, I suppose. But that's kind of awkward with 3 hearts.
Sure. Basically, Pottery Lottery is every single pot in the game could have an item in it, and all of the items under pots are shuffled with the chest items. So what that means is that you have 1,064 checks in total to search for all the items that you need to beat the game.
Chests will still always have some contents in them, whereas not all pots necessarily have anything under them. But any pot can have anything under it.
And since we have Shopsanity on as well, you can find like shields, extra shields.
A lot of 10 bomb drops.
Yep. So it really mixes up everything that's in here. This Turtle Rock dungeon.
Nice and key locked.
Yeah, and this Turtle Rock dungeon feels really big.
Yeah, and like 78 checks isn't like a crazy amount for a dungeon. It's not small, but it's definitely not large.
Yeah, so Kappa spent that key immediately. Did he even check the other door?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Early dungeons is always like, it's really interesting in Potto Lotto with you know, going into dungeons with not many resources or keys. It's just always difficult to figure out what the right thing to do is.
Oh yeah, definitely. It always seems like the Pottery Lottery is all about efficiency more so than the usual without Pottery Lottery, I think.
Then you also have to consider that dungeons are extremely more valuable than overworlds with pots shuffled.
Oh yeah, that's
like
definitely true.
There's a fine line to walk.
That dungeon though was either key locked or fire locked, so they could not do anything in there. Okay, there's another big key for Kappa, the Eastern Palace.
Oh, nice. Ooh, ice in Mire area is interesting. Potentially mitts or connector required for a dungeon.
I always like getting those types of hints for dungeon locations. Doesn't feel as good when it turns out to be a pendant, though.
Yeah. I'll see if Eri can survive this time.
You already got bullied by that shooter a bit. I presume Kappa's just taking a minute to track this the dungeon layout.
Yeah, probably.
Not going for the refill room,
Interesting.
though.
Might not know that you can bonk across that with pseudo boots. Ooh, we found the other glove.
That's really interesting. So now that's mitts up on Floating Island.
Not enough one bomb is not quite enough to kill Landmolus, unfortunately. Pseudo Boots Bonk works on that? Yes, it only works on the way down. You can't go back up, but you could bomb jump back up if you want to. But yeah, Pseudo Boots Bonk does work down.
Okay, Kappa's gonna bomb jump across.
There's a certain percent guaranteed to be under pots. Nah, it's completely random. I think it's like a little over 800 pot checks compared to the 249. Ooh, hook shot down there is really nice. Well, he doesn't have to bomb jump back across, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not. That is interesting, though. That is technically boots locked.
That's something that you probably like write down, but don't actually pay any mind to until
yeah,
significantly later. You're like looking for boots for go mode or something. But I don't know. Also keeping track of everything that's like potentially hookshot locked in a dungeon. To try to nail down where boots might be later is also not fun. So who knows? You might just not care.
The only other potential concern is the spending keys where you might not, where you maybe aren't supposed to spend keys, but hopefully seed was vetted properly. No, seed vetting is really hard. Oh, that's rough for Eri there. Do want to shout out Aranon, one of the lead door developer, for vetting this seed for me. Appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, I can't imagine trying to vet something like this.
It's
a new account, like, you know, making sure not to the key logic all works properly. You can't accidentally, you know, key lock yourself.
I still messed it up, so. That week 2 seed. Ugh. For Spike Room and Ice Palace, I don't think it's a logical requirement for anything. I think it's you just damage boost. Since you have 3 hearts, I don't think there's a...
Oh, the laser eyes? Probably not, because I don't think Laser Bridge is locked by Paper Burn anymore. Laser Bridge is locked? Weird.
Yeah,
I guess the entrance still has that logic. That rings a bell.
Oh, did we know about that triple?
I don't think so.
That's pretty convenient. Well, only 2 of the lasers shoot at you. The other 3 you have to look at, so I feel like you shouldn't need any invincibility to get those 5 pots. Oh, that's why Kappa didn't look at the other side of that bridge. He had already been there.
Hmm.
So that's a bit unfortunate key usage, but that'll happen.
Yeah. Here he does have the Turtle Rock big key, so he could go if there's this peg switch somewhere.
Yeah, I didn't see one. I have to imagine there is one somewhere. Now there has to be, because this Maya lobby requires it.
That's a nice small key save.
Two bottles in this dungeon. Going for a theme, I guess.
Got Blind's house. One of the rare chest entrances that's good in pots and non-pots.
But I'm seeing a ton of key doors in this Turtle Rock. That's scary.
And there's that peg switch. This is my least favorite room to have the only peg switch in a dungeon by far. I despise the GT spike room.
Alright, well, despite the 10 extra items under the pots, Blind's Hut didn't really do much for us.
Yeah.
That fireball gets you every time.
Yeah, there's not too much, there's not a very good way to avoid that fireball.
Let's see if Eri remembers the extra pot behind this one warp portal. There's so many of those little pots that you just might forget.
Yep. I think my most forgotten set of pots is like the bottom of left side swamp before you drop down, like left or right. Like 3 pots at the bottom of that room up there.
Oh yeah, with the 3 hearts in them.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty handy. Can be useful. Ooh, Spike Cave's a good one to find. Much more valuable in Pottery Lottery.
Yep, I do love that there's still the hint that's like Spike Cave conceals like whatever. And you're like, cool, thanks. I still have to get 9 more things in Spike Cave. So.
An empty bottle for an empty bottle. Is that worse than a bee or better?
We also did find the way to the top of Bumper Ledge already. Ooh, Dark World Sick Kid for a pearl?
How about a heart that doesn't let you take any more hits?
Skull Woods with a nice 126.
That actually seems kind of low for Pottery Lottery.
Yeah, it's probably about average, if I had to guess. I still can't believe Dataplet and I raced a couple of weeks back and pulled a 209 Skullwoods. Mm-hmm. Wow, something to buy in a shop in Pottery Lottery. Crazy.
It happens more often than you expect it to. Just have to get the good luck. Pretty small swamp palace here.
Ooh, nice. Nice bomb strats from the south. I've never seen anybody do that quickly before. What a gamer.
And even if he had the hook shot, would not be able to defeat Argus here yet. I don't think.
No. You would need, what, hammer, sword, or rods with a potion?
I actually don't even know if the little puffs, can you defeat those with rods?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You
And
can also
bow and arrow,
defeat
I
them
guess.
with bombs. I think only silvers work on the puffs.
Only silvers, okay.
And then, yeah. I think it's 2 bombs kill a puff also.
What's Eri doing with this freezer?
Trying to check the hints because I think you missed reading it. It's also a pretty nice small key save. Yeah, Eri cannot get that chest quickly.
It's gonna take a minute. Or did he mean to do that? I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you don't have enough health, like needing to farm a heart, you can't really farm very easily. So
Yeah, you can reset the pots though, right?
he got a heart drop from the Popo, so he'd have to go back and farm 50-50 drop to get just a mirror again. So here's that hook shot.
That is the bounciest door in this game.
Oh, this is the Eastern Dark Room.
Yeah. I don't think you can kill the Igors with bombs.
You could use a pot if you're good,
Yeah.
but in the dark, that's doing that in the light is not very easy either.
No, the other Igor likes to get in the way.
Yeah. Oh, free rupee?
Heck yeah.
Any takers?
Take a penny, leave a penny.
Oh, nice Hyrule Castle entrance. Love to see these.
It's always nice to just mark a location off and never have to go back to it.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what MSU this is. I've heard it before, but I don't know what it's from. Ooh, there's that Moon Pearl in Hyrule Castle. Oh yeah, Ace Combat, that's what it is.
Moon Pearl and Lamp. I always forget these pots in Magic Batcave.
Yeah. Skipping those can be pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Did Eri even have a key for Hyrule Castle when he was in there?
Maybe?
Well, there could always be another route to that area as well. This pyramid switch room is bad enough with when you don't have to lift up all the pots. Kappa, you can just walk around.
Aries having a time with this pod room.
Having to walk into the pod room from the lower left is my least favorite thing.
Well, there's the real boots for that hook shot, logically. So
Wow, so just everything in Logic. What is this? Open? Don't lock yourself in. Yes, these are best of one for the playoffs for all rounds. Yeah, so Aries now in the same area that Plasma Kappa has seen, so I think he can get back.
Yeah, because Kappa also found another way to that GT fire rod room. Here he does not have a red boomerang to hit these switches easily, though.
I like killing the mini helm. Just get it out of the way.
The strategic getting the pokey stuck on the pegs, clearly intentional. Yeah, hopefully Eri gets his pearl here. You know, being like halfway done with the checks in the Hyrule Castle, you don't really have keys for. Will be pretty low on the priority list for coming back to later.
Seeing that you can save one though, he might just go in the other entrance and spend it. That's always a tough call.
Eri cannot get that way.
One of the rare times when you want the orange pegs down.
It's usually not even too much of a problem.
Yeah.
But, you know, having to find that room from right to left and also not having Samaria. Alright. No small key needed for this Moon Pearl.
Oh, there's another small key save. I feel like this is ambitious. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. With the hand spawning a little differently, you don't really want to stand in the top right of that room at the start.
But there's a fairy, so it didn't matter. Oh, there's a lot of pots locked behind the hammer there.
Yup. A swamp big. Yeah, that's where you know, you gotta make sure you note take properly so you remember how to get back there later.
Yeah, I like to use the wrong door tracker from PRD Wong, and it takes me a few minutes to track everything, but it saves so much time aimlessly wandering around later.
Yeah, that's something that I would... It's a lot of work to try and use without losing much time.
Yeah.
But I would really enjoy that for like these early, like pre-hour dungeons that you're scouring, because those are the ones that like get really foggy when you're at like the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, if I were faster at the game, it would probably slow me down, but at my speed, I think it helps more than it hurts. There are other ways to keep track of everything too, so.
Sometimes it's weird to go back and think, like, I used to do entrance randomizers and cross keys exclusively with like a Google spreadsheet, and somehow got by okay for the most part.
I don't know, that sounds like the optimal way to track, doesn't it? Just a spreadsheet?
Yeah, definitely didn't make mistakes almost every seed anyways. Okay, I can shake my fist at all the new rando players and talk to them about the good old days.
You didn't have fancy auto trackers back in the day.
To walk uphill both ways to get to Kakariko.
Back then, every seed had the boots in Moldorm's chest.
Tell me more stories, Grandpa. This is a pretty big Hera. Hera being close to 100 is pretty, let's see, Hyrule only conceal the sword?
That doesn't make sense.
Let me... So Hyrule, there's no Hyrule region. So I have, did it say Eastern Hyrule? Okay. I must have missed the Eastern. I only saw Hyrule and I was like, I don't think that hint makes any sense. Can't be the castle, because it definitely had the Moon Pearl. And a lamp.
Plus those region hints don't refer to dungeons.
Yeah. You only saw Eastern? Okay, so then East Hyrule only has a sword. So East Hyrule consists of everything from Zora to Flute 5 Cave, basically. That's actually pretty good info. And that also would not include any dungeon that's in East Hyrule and what it has. Yeah, we did already know Ares had that glove for a while. It just hasn't really had the opportunity to use it much.
This is the big room for Hera. Has a lot of pots in it. Well, plus the one upstairs, of course.
Until you accidentally forget these 4 pots on the bottom, like I thought Ari was doing.
Yeah, you don't realize how many pots are in some of these dungeons until you do Pottery Lottery. It's just like, what am I even missing?
Oh yeah, Bomb Shop at Skullwoods is a super nice hint. All right, Aerie doing the fast sword out hover. What a gamer. Sword out hovering 50% faster than normal hovering.
So what you're saying is if I ever learn how to hover, I'll have to just immediately learn something new.
Well, sword out hovering also only works when you're going straight north or straight left. Otherwise, it's actually slower.
Oh, so it's like pumping.
Yeah, it's exactly that. It's really weird. Yeah, while you're hovering, you still keep Link's like 2-1-2-1 cadence while walking, but with your sword out, you do not for whatever reason.
I think that
This
makes
guy
sense.
is
Ooh.
gonna heck up Aerie's day. Yeah, that was a cuckoo. No, the cuckoo basically, if it can't pull the cuckoo sprite, just pulls something else instead. Various regions in the Dark Worlds, and in caves, you'll, I think, no, in caves you get the mitts or a book. Alternating, Dark World has the Dark World chickens, depending upon where you are. But a lot of, in dungeons, it's always the, like, that yellow trapezoid garbage. You think they're the eggs they lay are triangles?
Sounds painful.
I'm not sure if Aerie did Bonk Rock.
Yeah, I think he forgot. Not 100% sure though. Kind of surprised Kappa isn't trying to prioritize that sword a bit. That was a lot of work for one single bomb.
Yep.
Unless it was Aerie that had that hint.
It might have been Aerie. I don't know. It's hard to remember. But with this immediate play, it makes it kind of seem like it was Aerie. Okay, so that is included in East Hyrule, so it could be Sword from the Mushroom Turn-In, which would be
quite the
not
twist.
ideal.
Suddenly, a good hint becomes kind of a nasty hint.
All right, so there could be a sword in here, but this is not the sword that the hint is talking about. Ooh, having hookshot for the swamp room when you find it for the first time is always fantastic.
A little sequence broken Sahasrara.
Finally got a boomerang on Aerie's side so he can hit things appropriately. Swamp Palace being the green pendant.
So that's one of the places. I don't think they found the boss, but once they find a weapon, they can finish that one.
We got another big key here, desert big key. This room is also really awkward to get all the pots in. They're all just like
Yeah.
very awkwardly spaced.
Did have another Kuko though. I think there's
It
3 of
is,
those.
it's true. Yep, three cuckoos in total. Found a couple key doors already. That is a super tile, so that key door will definitely lead to at least the rat. But you know.
Yeah,
That
he's
key
probably
door-
trying to find it from
the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
That key door to the swamp room pre-Argus leads to a lot more checks than just a rat, so. What is that, Resty? Was that hookshotting the railing to get past the antlion going from north to south?
Yeah, I like that strat.
I learned that from Illis a couple years ago.
That's a fun one that I never get to use because I never remember you can do it.
Yeah, pretty much exclusively entrance shuffle or door shuffle. Is this the sword? Nope.
This could be it.
I wouldn't, I guess with this item only being technically accessible from one entrance, that this could be it. I never know how the connectors work with that kind of stuff.
From what I understand is if it can be random, it just picks one arbitrarily to decide which region it's in.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know, like, if you can only access it from that side, if it's has to be for that region, I don't know.
Yeah, no sword in the eastern area, so you have Witch Hut entrance, which I think they've checked already, since they've both done Houlihan, so it's either Waterfall, Fairy entrance, or it's just in Zora area. Or it's that mushroom. There's just a lot of logic put in place for if-then situations so that the game doesn't accidentally, generate unbeatable seeds.
Lots of bug testing and
Yep.
development work goes into it, so. Bit beyond my skills, but probably take me 100 years. Full magic might be worth remembering, writing down. I'm always impressed when people can remember what things have been shuffled into and then they grab like a potion or whatever, or a magic refill.
Yeah. Ooh, blind, or the attic is always a good find.
We haven't seen much dungeon info yet, so with one pendant already spoken for.
Yeah.
It's really nice to find the attic.
All right. This is another pretty long drought without really finding anything significant.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they did the West Light World Death Mountain area. I know...
Eri got there early via connector.
Okay, I thought he might have. I was not sure.
But yeah, being about an hour, or not even an hour, like, 50 minutes in and being around the 300 check mark is really nice. About the pace that I like to try and keep mentally, I guess.
Yeah, these two are really keeping up with each other, stride for stride. I don't think there's too much of a difference between them. They've got a little bit different key setup, but otherwise they've found basically the same items.
Average time for finishing these is probably 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Probably more on the 3.5 hour side than the 2.5 hour side.
Yeah, I guess it might be more accurate to say it's like 800 to 900 checks, and then depends on the layout to determine how quickly you can get that many.
Yeah, finishing these with less than 800 checks is ridiculous. It's a little more useful than empty.
Very little at this point.
Alright, I don't know if... Did Eri ever go back for the 3 chests in here that he died before getting?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe. Just a GT small. That small key. Ooh, wow, this is the small key that I definitely look to save scum pretty much any chance I get. But
yeah.
it's already fine.
10 items, hard to pass up.
Yeah.
I don't think he has easy access to Skullwoods. The seed is really interesting. They're both kind of just doing the same things.
Yeah. Or not having a good weapon of any sort is leading to some really interesting dungeon traversing.
Yeah, and the seed hasn't really opened up much. I'm not sure what entrances they still have yet to check precisely, but can't be too many things left without getting some kind of item to open more. It's a lot of bombs to get through this room.
Yeah, well, at least the stun drop is bombs. I didn't know that. That's good.
So buy two, get one free special.
Good old pallet shuffle lamp torchlight. Yeah, you never know how useful it's actually going to be. So that's a real nice 8-bomb pack. When finding the boss here, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah, maybe there's a sword. I guess you could bomb the Gibdo into the spike. Is that possible?
I'm not sure.
But no weapons, so just mark that boss down for later like all the others.
Yeah, still no weapons, man.
Yeah, and Ares over a third completed. Oh no.
Just tightrope walking, it's fine.
Oh, that was nice.
Alright, Aerie.
How do you even do that?
The same as you know, when you're hovering, the frame that you're not holding dash is the frame that you're moving. On that same frame, you can use any item and it'll still work.
Got another sword hint. GT.
Oh, interesting. We have seen that already. GT was Sahasrala's house, I believe.
Yeah, coincidentally in the
yeah.
area.
This has been a really solid Spellwoods trip for Aerie.
Yeah,
Pretty
he's
close
almost
to full clearing.
Yeah. Thinking like maybe that pod. You know, we've got that key now. Might be able to
Yeah.
go back into there.
think it's a Toho character. What somebody said earlier. All right, so I guess Aries looking for the back drop down to try and save that small key as well. I think that's pretty much the last set of things he can do. Yep, right here. Save that small key to the left. Hopefully.
Yeah, the other side's locked, so.
Yep, see you later. But that'll, that's even more reason to try and save that left side small key.
Yeah, definitely.
Did Aerie get the GT sword, or did Kappa get the GT sword hint?
That was Aerie.
Okay, so Aerie. Oh, so Aerie has both of the sword hints. Maybe. I don't remember what GT locked. We did already know that the attic was in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I don't think Kappa knew that, though.
Yeah.
So that's a good hint. Did Aerie mean to jump twice?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. It's always a tricky one, because sometimes you want to jump twice just to speed things up, and sometimes you want to make sure you land on the floor below. That could be the way to the boss.
Kappa getting that Mitts info. I don't think we saw these caves on Aerie's side. Aerie dropped down to Spiral, I'm pretty sure. But
yeah,
there's nothing either way.
I think that the one block by the rocks was the connector to get up there.
Oh, okay.
So that's why Kappa didn't check it, and why Aerie did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So where are the items? It's I'm starting to wonder. Who's gonna get a bonanza at some point?
We have found, we do know about a couple of these swords, so maybe they're accessible, and it's like on Mothula or Landmolus.
I guess it could just be pay $500 to Zora.
Ooh. Okay, so maybe Aerie hasn't done West F Mountain, because I don't think we knew about that fire rod yet.
Okay, yeah.
So Mir is looking a little required today.
I was wondering about the West Mountain area. Couldn't remember if I thought Aerie had been there too. So yeah.
I knew Aerie had been to East, but he definitely didn't have the hook shot, so it makes sense that he hadn't come back here yet, I guess. And Aerie never did come back for these, so he had another GT small key from somewhere.
Another cave we can't do anything with. I do think Kappa checked that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks, game. Yeah, did Kappa rescue the old man?
I might have been in Hera Entrance.
Oh, right.
Because I don't think he rescued Old Man. Oh yeah, Eri didn't get these pots because he was in the dark.
Just saying hi to some bats.
If you're going through this cave the normal way, you can move so that the bats move before you get to the pots, but going from left to right is really awkward.
Yeah, I personally try to use the previous pot to kill the next bat, but I don't know that that's really any fast at all.
You do get your normal walk speed by touching the pit while you're holding a pot at least, so it's not terribly slow.
Alright, well, that's kind of nice. Hadn't seen that yet, but not a useful item though.
Where did Aerie get his 2 pond smalls and a big that Kappa did not?
That's a great question.
It's looking more and more likely that that's the answer. Podbig was in the Skull 10 pot room. Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah. Just gonna say that.
But yeah, the smalls, like the whole dungeon's locked by a small key, so that's the more important key in this specific situation.
Yeah, I think that that key was required all 7 skull keys, so
yeah,
it may or may not be useful.
Yeah, if there's the way the logic works, if there's any key door available at the same time as other key doors, then you need all of the key doors to all of the keys to open all of the key doors for it to be in logic. It's because that one just locks the one room and then it's a dead end. As long as like some of the other small keys are in the Skullwoods entrance that might not be available and it's isolated, then you're probably going to need all of the small keys to open it.
I'm wondering. You could do this.
15 bombs is
logic.
definitely easier than 10 bombs. It would take 12. You need 12 bomb hits total to kill Lane Molus, or per. Not easy. You can get some doubles. It's pretty difficult with 10. You kind of need some good luck also. But with 15, we're willing to sacrifice a couple couple hits to a bomb to ensure a landmo hit is not too bad.
Yeah, the logic of the doors rando is a little different than the standard entrance just because of the key shuffling. So it kind of just tries to... It essentially builds the map of each dungeon and decides how many keys you need to get to each room. And it doesn't always account for glitches or things like that, though, so...
if you ever go through a dark room and unlock a door with a small key, or if you bomb jump across a gap to use a small key, you know, you can most certainly lock yourself out of completing a seed.
Yeah, actually, as an example, the week 2 seed, you could only get one Turtle Rock Small, and you could spend that by doing Diver Down, and then you couldn't get to the Moon Pearl without hovering GT as your only other Turtle Rock Small key.
Yeah. And the other all the other Turtle Rock Small keys that were available all led to the exact same place. So that's where the logic was a little different, because all roads led to the Moon Pearl. So the Moon Pearl was only one small key lock and not 3.
Those situations are pretty rare, but they are kind of cool when they pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Just a different way of thinking about the logic. So this is the first time that Kappa's been to Sank, an hour 12 into the seed. Oh my gosh, what?
Interesting.
I'm wondering how Eri missed that. Just didn't have bombs when he did escape, I guess.
Yeah.
Or Sanctuary, rather.
That's also really interesting because the entire front of Hera, like mirroring, takes you to the Turtle Rock hub. So
yeah, so it's all accessible. Weird.
Yeah, that's really funny. The way Kappa was lined up there, I thought he was about to EG clip. That's exactly where you do it, right to the left of those stairs.
Yeah, it was Eastern Hyrule.
I don't know how we're gonna kill this guy. We're just using him to drop down. I guess Eri did all this stuff by hovering, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it was interesting. Eri actually found Sanctuary when he was exploring, but just never went back through.
Yeah.
Didn't get the cane.
I'm also a little partial to Sank opening indoors before exploring the overworld. At least see what I'm working with. But
yeah, I always like to get a few items first, just to make possibly navigating it a little easier. But then you can leave it for too long sometimes.
yeah.
It's a tough call.
All right, we're gonna see if this sword is in Zora area finally, or if it is unbelievably mushroom locked. That would be really funny. Okay, so it also can't even be in there. That's also a pendant. So that's some more info.
All right, Zora or bust.
Ooh, the $500 sword.
Alright, so they don't have to worry about mushroom in all likelihood.
Alright, we got a weapon at the hour and 16-minute mark.
Just a casual swordless seed. Oh, here,
Or
here we go.
Samaria back to back. Wait,
that door is open.
Did Eri die in there? Maybe Eri died in there.
Oh no. That could be really bad.
I mean, it'd only be bad for Eri with the forced what, like Turtle Rock torches,
yeah,
or like Mire switch requirement,
or ice if you can't drop down.
And yeah, or that ice switch room as well.
It's a little scary. But luckily he can hover, so it's not potentially too big of a deal. Man.
I mean, there's a chance that, like, you know, he explores this dungeon more at some point. I guess, like, hovering to some of the pots is really awkward, but, like, you know, you get down to it and you're missing a weird number of items that you don't think you should be missing.
Yeah. Oh, another room is that Turtle Rock room with the torches.
Yeah. Yeah, that one, finding that one normally anyways, you can very well find that one, you know, top to bottom, so
yeah,
it's not that bad, but... Poor Eri.
That blueberry is looking suspicious. That was kind of it.
Oh, the sword out made the guy jump. Yep, that's where you just leave. My rule of thumb is like one good effort, and then that's it. 'Cause once you fail the one good effort, like, okay, lift up the pots, dude. Let's go.
Got it. Oh, thank goodness.
Eri's like, LMAO, I can't believe I spent like 2 minutes hovering in this dungeon.
It was calculated, just all along.
Eri doesn't have his webcam on his stream. I opened it up on the side to see if I could see him like laughing or shaking his head or something. But alas, no stream footage. Wow, it's so much easier now. Crazy.
Practically don't have to do anything.
This is a very nice pot room.
I still really want to see Pod, but when I'm running, if I'll just look through my dungeons list, and if I don't happen to see, oh yeah, I can go back there with a key. I may never go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you get so many keys and you think, oh well, this looks good. You just never know what the best solution is.
Here's this GT. You know there's a sword in here. Well, Eri knows. I don't think Kappa knows that there's a sword in here.
No, I think that was the Turtle Rock entrance.
Yeah. This might... I think pod is here. So this could be the pod play from Eri.
Yeah, I think this is where it was.
I usually have like my entrance tracker open on the side. Keep a little note of some entrances, but I did not today.
Yeah, I was trying to keep up with it, but I've got push to talk, so it was a little difficult to switch back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. This is not supposed to be something you can do. But you can do it.
Yeah, that is an extremely long hover. Very pixel specific.
It's also extremely risky if you spend a key after going through that door. So Eri knows that.
Yeah. Just getting the free big chest. So the one thing to keep note of is that item check doesn't have to be in this dungeon. So, but he's in this dungeon. So when he opened it, it added 1 to his Turtle Rock chest counter. So you have to note that like now there's 79 checks in this dungeon potentially,
and 1 less in whatever.
And then
dungeon.
1 less in whatever dungeon. If that chest is a big key, you're screwed. No, because the big keys are pointed, and like that can't be its own big key.
Yeah,
so not a huge deal.
Keysanity, the game tracks the keys differently than the vanilla game. So
if it was a, well, no, even with a small key, like it'd be a small key to Turtle Rock, or it would be like a small key, see you're in Turtle Rock, and say it in this dungeon instead. So I think each key is still like pointed to a specific dungeon.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would really matter too much.
The only special thing about keys to this dungeon that I know of is that if it's from a pot or a key drop, there's no message.
Yeah, but I think from chest that it's different. So I think it should still be the same. There's a setting to make them thicker. That setting is on. It's just not thick on the top.
That's why the bottom was thick.
Because you can't normally bomb jump it at the bottom or at the top. So so the only like dungeon prevention in place is the bomb jump for the bottom.
Hey, this is new.
Kappa getting obliterated by the Turtle Rock laser eyes.
This is why you don't stare at the eyes. He was low health anyway, probably wanted the refill.
Here's that ice palace. Smallest dungeon we've seen so far.
Yeah, and there's what, Oh, that's a
Ooh.
big one. I think there's like 6 pots in here.
Looks like
Boss.
5. And then
Yeah.
6 with the boss, yeah. You always got to remember also that 3 of them are not hammer locked, but 3 of them are.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to like go in there and see Ice Palace boss, or like if you see the red blinking, wow, this dungeon's just done. See you later. If you see the red blinking square, not having hammer, being like, okay, I can't do anything in there. Just forgetting that there's 3 liftable objects.
Yeah. Don't leave your hammer in there.
Yep.
So another dungeon that's just key locked. That's cool. It's cooler when you have the key, so you can just walk
Yes.
in.
Yeah, vanilla castle tower opening also. Small key lock and everything. Ooh. Hot small key for Aga Tower.
That's an interesting one if there's just another key door right here.
Not seeing small key doors on these 2 side doors always makes me sad.
Yeah, another couple pots you can forget too.
There's 2 pots in that room that are really easy to forget too.
Oh yeah. In fact, I may not have even known they were in there. Okay, so you do have to go
Potentially.
potentially.
There was another direction to go that I don't think Eri went.
That was the turtles. So
Oh, okay. So he did go both ways.
yeah. So hammer or fire rod to go further.
Hammer or mirror to go further.
Right, makes sense. I forgot about that. Still not doing pod. You know, I think it might have been Desert Fairy where pod was, so it's kind of out of the way.
Yeah, possibly. Okay, we have 2 more small keys than we did the first time. Maybe Eri only had 1 before and just opted not to spend any of them.
Yeah, because
I feel like Eri had 1.
You needed the flippers to get the big bonanza chest.
Oh, yep.
Oh, you needed 2 keys too.
Ooh.
This is
And a big key. Okay. He did just save and quit, so this is something that you could maybe consider save scumming.
Yeah, so
For at
far-
least the second key, because you don't have the big key yet. So like,
Yeah.
if there's nothing behind that small key, you can at least do something else. Meyer, yeah, it's reset.
Not worth keeping.
At
Haven't
the-
even
like
found.
nothing behind the 8-pot key is like an insta reset, but at least he knows he doesn't really need to spend a one key to get that Meyer small immediately.
Yeah. You can spend the other one to check out the key rat, I guess.
And you just make a little note that eight checks are scummed, and the 9th one was a Meyer small key. And you'll be good to go later, hopefully. I'll also be right back.
So I guess that big chest was just in Turtle Rock after all. That's kind of good to know. Another useless shop, this time at the Capacity Ferry. Kinda hoping one of these shops is worth something at some point. It's kinda my favorite element of Shopsanity, buying items. This is one of the longer fights that you can take. Definitely, it's always interesting when this is the opening to a dungeon. You have to get through this. Luckily, you only have to do it once, so now Eri never has to do it again. Kappa found another GT small in the behind the torches, so that's kind of interesting as well. Oh, the lag! There's so much lag! Alright, there it was. That was the hammer. I think that's pretty good for Eri. That'll open up a lot of things for him. And that's always nice to check if that door is locked. You can see if you can save any keys. So now we know that there was actually a key door in this room. So that's probably all the more reason that Eri will just never worry about that Misery Mire small key. But if he does need it, he knows where it is. Oh, the Thieves' Town Big Key in its own dungeon. That's a bit unusual. This Thieves' Town is loaded. It's the place where you want to be. Kappa knows where it is, I think.
Alright, I've come back to a lot of things, huh?
Yes, this Thieves' Town is stacked.
See, we got an ice rod, a hammer. I did put my headphones back on to hear about a vanilla Thieves' Town Big Key. So, fancy.
Alright, there's the last item that you really need for navigating these dungeons, except for the fire rod, which we know is behind the mirror.
I think we're only missing the Eastern Bowlock room. We've seen all the other ones.
Yeah. Predictable though that Ice Armos led to the bow instead of getting it before.
Mire Big was in Mire 2. That's pretty gross.
Yeah, it was behind the Eastern Bowlocked room, going the other direction. Kinda curious about that key door. I don't know if Kappa has the compass for this dungeon. Well, now we know he has the map, at least.
We figured out what the third pendant dungeon is yet?
No. And yeah, there's the Samaria requirement, so definitely a good thing for Eriror that he found that.
Alright, Skullwood's also a crystal as well. Mire and solar crystals, I think.
Yes. What is I don't think Kappa realizes he needs a sword.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He's about to find out, though.
There are no pots to check in here. Admittedly, I have done that just to see if there are pots in there, but I then learned, nope, no pots.
A Thieves boss confirmed behind the small key door also.
Oh, Pod was the potion shop. And it's our last pendant.
There's most of the info. I think we saw an earlier hint that the Skullwood's Fire Rod entrance was the bomb shop. So who knows if we're ever gonna find out what those crystals are without getting them first.
Yeah. Or maybe seeing a menu check, but there's really no reason to do that.
And in Pendant Thieves Town, absolutely loaded.
It was the place to be.
And now guaranteed we need that mirror for that fire rod. Outside of that, we don't really know what else we need. Outside of keys.
Both players have a different sword, so that's not an issue. Be kind of nice to find another one, though.
Kappa got the one from GT, I'm guessing.
No, he found it right here in Pod.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you just got that, yeah.
Yeah, I was in the invisible tile room from GT. Yeah, I hate running around the Thieves Town lobbies looking for pots. It's probably the most annoying checks in Pottery Lottery.
Pretty close to it.
And there's one of the most locked doors, the Dark Mire basement, leading to the crystal switch. Feels like it's always locked. Thanks for the rock. Here's a tip. What a mean old catfish.
I'm enjoying having to go through this paradox cave like 8 times this seed.
Apparently the bomb doesn't like to stick in the corner. No, my favorite cave to go through is the Fairy Ascension Cave, but only in the drop down.
Oh, we're getting this old man save and quit here.
Yeah, second sword and pod, so I don't know, it's so far nothing else that I've noticed. Maybe a couple keys, but not much else. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Have we seen the Old Man Cave already? I could have sworn we had.
I'm not sure.
But maybe we haven't, so... I mean, we still haven't found Floating Island, have we?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Not that the myths look very important right now. We might be missing Eastern. Oh, it's been a long time since Aries been here.
Yeah, we had no bombs for this earlier. Earlier being like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah. And I don't think Kappa ever checked this drop down either. Yeah, I think Pod makes sense for Airy at some point. I don't think he knows that it's a pendant, so he might just pop in there.
I think Super Bunny might be my least favorite connector because of the one pot that you can't access if you find the upper first. I hate Super Bunny. Alright, well there's those myths when we get a mirror. Where is this being restreamed from? This is live. A live race. Right now. Yeah, Pullflow G kindly offered his restreaming capabilities since I will have to leave relatively soon.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the Doors League, so this is a separate tournament that and Andy kindly offered his channel for restreaming. So big thanks to Andy. Big thanks to Pool Float for doing the restream today and the tracking. And I hope you all are enjoying. So it pretty much looks like wherever that mirror is gonna pretty much be go mode unless another key is just needed somewhere.
And Kappa doesn't have those flippers yet.
Yeah.
Which are technically, locked at Thieves Town.
Mm-hmm. He had an opportunity, I think, when he was in Kakariko to go into which dungeon was that? Ice? No. Was it Ice Palace?
Ice Palace is in Meyer area.
Oh, okay. I'm misremembering then.
Meyer is in Kakariko.
Okay. I should have made a note of those slippers locations. I thought Kappa was going to get them pretty quickly.
The Podbig's in here, though. Do we know where is Aga 2 required? I'm not sure if we know where Ganon's drop is.
I don't think we saw Ganon drop, so I want to say yes. This is where I can cheat and just look at the spoiler log.
Pat says we saw him somewhere, they think. So.
Alright. Yeah, that was Batcave.
Yeah, there's a pod behind this tile room. Normally has a full magic drop.
Yeah, plus a fairy floating around. Ah, it's empty. Totally worth it. Yeah, I mean, it's not much different than Era Basement in other modes, so... Spend time for one check. It's always fun when you think you've full cleared the dungeon, and then you see that the item count does not match. And then you have to think really hard about what you might have skipped. This pod dungeon feels really big for 53 items. Oh no, the switches are the wrong way. Whatever shall we do?
This bomb jump backwards is actually extremely difficult. So, one of the handful of places where, at least indoors, is extremely nice to be able to hover a little bit, even if you're not able to do like the Turtle Rock hub like there you can.
I learned how to hover once, and then I had to buy a new controller, so I don't hover anymore.
Yeah, that's partially a Cooper Fox, but it's not lenient like the Ice Palace bomb jump is normally. It's like just X and Y pixel precise.
So that was all big key locked. May or may not be important. They could go back to Swamp and get the final pendant.
We're gonna get the Mothula kill on Kappa's side here. We did not get on Aries' side because he had no weapons yet.
I love the key doors there.
Yeah. Bombing the key doors does not work, unfortunately.
Yeah, we saw that from the other side, I think, from Kappa. So, but that dungeon was almost full cleared. I don't very probably won't go back.
Probably.
It's really
this is definitely the point in the seed where you're really hoping that you can full clear every dungeon you're going to, because leaving, you know, 1, 2, 3, 5 checks in a dungeon is extremely low priority if you leave it at this point.
Luckily, that's not a suction door. So.
Yeah, man, we watching T-Stew get spit out of that Helma fight like 4 times in the first race was funny and also unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't think we saw these chests from Skullwoods on Aries' side either. I don't think he'd found the top of this yet.
We only saw the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Kappa's looking to full clear Skullwoods. Or maybe not. Just most likely.
Finally back for Eastern Big Key Chest. Also what feels like an hour and a half later than we first saw it on Aries' side.
Yeah, they definitely left Swamp for much, much later.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do much earlier, couldn't do much.
Yeah, this is the situation where, like, I did this dungeon at like the 35-minute mark, 40-minute mark, haven't been back, and I don't remember anything about how this dungeon is laid out. This is where that PRD Wong tracker comes in handy.
And even then, if it's a particularly complicated dungeon, you might have to spend a few seconds just trying to
looking at the map anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did Kappa get this book?
Was it just in Skullwoods just now?
No, he's had the book for a while. But Ether Tablet is also an option that is technically available.
Yeah, I don't know that there's a quick mountain path. You have to go through that stupid paradox cave again.
Book was in GT. Oh, like the mini Helma super tile.
Okay, that was Turtle Rock.
Yeah, that was really early, and yeah, that makes sense. Gross, also.
here's another boss, so that's nice. Starting to really knock these out, so I think they're feeling maybe a little pressured, or like the mirror will be just kind of on the path here.
Yeah, possibly. The boss at least is, you know, something that is extremely familiar, so you can kind of use this time to think about, like, maybe where else in this dungeon you have to go to get these last 5 checks, or thinking about your next play while you're not, you know, your brain's not going 1,000 miles a minute trying to figure out where you are in a dungeon actively.
Yeah, Kappa has to find or re-find the Thieves' Town entrance. I think he found it with a fake flipper, but maybe that was Eri.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like with how little you would be buying in shops, if you found Thieves' Town, you probably would have had that Zora sword already too.
True, true. I'm always a little nervous about hammer dashing. Is that completely fixed with Pottery Lottery?
I think so.
Nice. What if you overload the sprite count, though? Pedestal's right there if you want to check it, Kappa. Hey, leave us in suspense, I guess. Kind of interesting, but Kappa's gonna take a 4 crystal to 1 lead here. Well, 4 to 2 in a minute. I'm assuming Eri's just gonna head in here. Yep. Kappa just really needs to go to Thieves' Town. Alright, it's chat's favorite moment. Everybody get ready. This would really be crazy if this was actually anything. Well, maybe maybe the mirror's for sale somewhere. uh, yeah, Kappa just defeated Lamela's, so that's the fourth. Yeah, I don't think Andy's left quite yet, but he does have to get ready as well, so he's in and out. Oh, you don't want to fall there. That really... I hate falling there. Unless the staircase happens to lead right back to Moldorm 2. I think Kappa might have heard me. Oh, it doesn't. That's, it's a dead end. Oh wow, thanks game. Definitely didn't see that like 2 hours ago. And yeah, Ares is just gonna catch up on crystals here, it looks like. As the mirror hunt continues. I think Kappa's gonna go back to Thieves Town. Makes a lot of sense. Or... was this Thieves Town? No, Thieves Town was definitely Waterfall, I think. Thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. So that was just a new entrance for Kappa to check. I believe it was Ace Combat, I think, is what was said. Is Ares MSU. So that TR room at least would have been difficult for Eri to hover, so I bet he's glad he has the Samaria for that one. Nice triple. That's a good way to finish off an Aga 2 fight. Kappa's hoping it's required. Somehow he missed the sword in here though. Not entirely sure the path that he took. Not much help in the well so far. Yeah, just a couple keys. It's a bit disappointing. Yeah, that's a good point. Quake was the TR medallion. Yeah, it's very likely that Eastern is just behind the mitts, but I'm still assuming we haven't seen it yet. Yeah, Mitts and Fire Rod are both behind the mirror. Fire Rod is on Spectacle Rock, and the Mitts are on Floating Island. Yep, and the Hammer and Bow as well are both in Thieves Town. Right, I've said it before, but I think Kappa's gonna go to Thieves Town. This time for real. Yeah, that's right, Recidador. You have to get to Ice Palace, which is in the Mire area, and then flippers are in there. But so far, I don't think flippers have been hard required for anything. But in a little bit, we might find out that what's behind this door. I think you can splash delete in that room, so not a hard lock, but definitely recommended. But there's nothing here, so no need to get the flippers yet. Eri already checked those spots, and so now he knows he has all the keys to fully clear this dungeon. so he doesn't need to spend that key. So he's only missing 2 items, unless he also save scummed those checks and didn't need them. It was a while ago, so yeah. Definitely understandable to not remember that. The blinking red square means that the boss is connected to that super tile. So you also have to have the compass for it to show up. And for Cold Stare and Mothula, it means the drop-down super tile is connected. So it'll still be useful in those dungeons as well. Yeah, the maps also tell you the key count, which can give you some really helpful information when you're inside the dungeon. Okay, this is another thing that we could have done pretty soon after getting that hammer. So this is kind of an interesting check. Alright, just a key to skull. Which is not full cleared, so well, maybe there's something there. Yeah, if you have the settings differently, the compass can turn on item counts. But for this league, we just have them on by default. Oh, that's because for those track the medallion requirements. So we know though that it's Bombos for Meyer and Quake for TI. Yeah, this might be the Ice Palace play, but also there's still 38 items left in this dungeon for Eri, so I think it's kind of a little of both. Yeah, you might want to flip the switch, or go... I don't know where we're going. Tile room? Haven't done that. Not interested. Yeah, luckily I checked out the tracker as well, so I knew what those were for. Yeah, they can't open either entrance. Can't get to TR without mitts. Can't get on top of the turtle, that is. And they don't have bombos. We don't know where it is even. Okay, see, this is why you flip the switch. You never know. Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Kappa there, but you just... It's, can't predict that you'll need the flip switched. He might be keeping track of which entrances he's seen too. And just figured it was better to keep them orange. Okay, so yeah, we did come out of the... That's right, I do remember that now. That the Mire entrance was how you get to the Mire area. And there's that book. So. Yeah, we know Mirror can't be on Bombo's tablet at least. But either tablet is still possible. Classic dead end. I always love to see those actually have a use with the Pottery Shuffle. Oh, thanks for Pool Float. Good reminder. Give these two a follow. Eriror, PS, and Plasma Kappa. They're putting on a good show for us today. It's really a close match too, so really gonna come down to just who finds this mirror first, I think. Eriror? I think Kappa's always been Plasma Kappa, but I don't know. Yeah, and no fire to kill Cold Stare still. Oh, this seed has not been, not really been friendly for early boss kills, I guess. It's been a lot of work to get these crystals. Alright, second bow. We've had one, now we have two. So I guess, I mean, I don't know. The bow isn't super hasn't been required yet, I guess. It's really the hammer that's more important from Thieves Town.
Hello.
Hello, Telethar. Welcome in.
Figured you seemed a little lonely.
Well, thank you for joining me.
So, we were just looking for a mirror, basically.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I've been in and out. Did that booked? Have they followed it to Desert Entrance?
I believe Kappa did, but Eriror has not yet. Sorry, am I mispronouncing that, by the way? Like, Dataplet made fun of the way I said it.
So it's you're putting a lot of syllables in there, and I don't know. Everyone always just calls Mary.
Well, yeah, okay. Fair enough.
This is just.
Yeah,
This
nothing
always
really-
feels really bad. You're just like, where is that mirror? It could be anywhere. Just-
Yeah, and they're both just looking everywhere.
You just have to assume you've missed it at this point, and you feel horrible.
Yeah. And Eri
Like,
full cleared ice as much as he could.
because realistically, you probably have missed it. Like, it probably is just somewhere that you could have gotten.
Yeah, and if it is behind Hammer as well, then that's gonna be extra worse for Kappa.
Yeah, for sure. So, Eri was in Aga Tower a long time ago. He never went, I
Yes.
believe, down here in
He
the
needed
Pyro Castle room.
Hammer. He needed either Hammer to get through the turtle room,
Okay.
or the mirror to get the fire rod to get through the turtle rock torches.
Okay, so you needed a hammer for this room. Okay.
Looks like a save scum for Kappa there. Keeping the item count accurate. Good to see. And this is dead end, so if it's not here, this is pretty much not it. Okay,
Ooh,
there it
there we go.
is. So I don't think that requires the hammer, but
Wasn't this through the
yeah,
turtles?
Yep, the whole thing. Yep, you're right. That's right. So that is bad news for Kappa, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the check count, Area has been quite a bit ahead on the checks,
Yeah.
which put him at advantage of finding it. But like at the end of the day, it could have just shown up.
Yeah, it was never guaranteed.
Yeah. Granted, still not guaranteed. But I think that with that mirror locking both Mitts and Fire Rod, there's a decent chance we're just in go mode here.
Yeah, I think Eri just needs to find Eastern and kill. Yeah, he has to go back into Ice Palace and take care of Cold Stare still.
Yeah.
Not sure. Just checking entrances first, though.
Well, he doesn't have the fire rod yet.
Oh, right.
Oh, he's leaving the pot behind. There we go. Big value.
There aren't many keys left.
I think I saw him say in his in the race room that was his favorite check in this game.
It's a good one. It's not fun to find when you don't have the hookshot though, because then you have to somehow remember it.
Yeah. And 95% of my muscle memory just instantly walks out of that room. This is mitts, right? Yeah.
Yep, getting mitts first. There's really no good way to get to Spec Rock anyway, so I think that makes sense.
No, yeah, this is really good because then he can just go back over to Turtle Rock Entrance here.
Still not leaving any items
no.
behind.
They've been out of there, I think.
I think GT was a connector. Can't.
Okay, well.
Dead Rock? I'm just gonna sit there. Got places to go.
Yeah, it looks like they haven't been out of here. Eriror's actually, you know, tracking things. Missed where the mitts. They've known where mitts are for a while. They're on Floating Island. It was the hammer that was or not the hammer, the mirror that was unfindable for like the last 2 hours.
The original Sky Island.
A little smaller in this game. Yeah, no, I mean, that was... I think it's very reasonable to leave Pendant Thieves Town when you don't have the big key, when you don't have the flippers. Like, there's no reason to go in there, so that makes perfect sense. That the hammer was hard to find, and that being where Agate Tower was, not really convenient to get back there, so you're not in a rush to get back to there. So it definitely isn't a horrible. Yeah. Especially because you needed to take a connector back. Cause like you're never gonna get your mitts to get over there with mitts and flute to get over there reasonably. So. Yeah, Thieves Town, big key being in Thieves Town. The pendant dungeon, you know you're gonna need that big key to do 6 or 7 checks locked back there. You don't even necessarily ever need to do it. If flippers don't show up, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah. Looks like Ari's gonna do Big Bomb first.
And he's gonna beat Moth first.
Ah, yes. I don't even know what the 5-6 crystals are. Yeah, the flippers were in Ice Palace. Well, actually, it looks like he's gonna get all these items first.
Has he found Moth?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's always a little awkward when you're like, I'm probably in go mode, but I don't want to like... I don't know I'm in go mode.
Right. You don't want to leave a key behind that you really needed.
Nice block kick.
Well, we do know IP is full cleared except for Cold Stare. So there's no big key for that dungeon.
Yeah, you need to push that block.
He's working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those rooms where you're like, when have I ever gone backwards in Agate Tower? For what reason would I know that that block needs to be pushed? Like, it's unclear to me why they even made that a trapdoor.
Yeah, like, why make it a trapdoor in the first place, and then why add a block to go backward through the dungeon when you can just use the mirror?
Yeah, which you necessarily have.
Right.
It really makes no sense. Nice damage boost off the spikes to get rid of your beams.
Yeah, nice poke dashes. Really clean last fight there. It's fun to even just play casually, just keep good track of everything and try to make sure you don't forget anything. But yeah, it's still fun to play even if you're not racing.
I think it's
probably more fun when you're not racing.
Yeah, racing Pottery Lottery is an experience for sure. Not necessarily a good experience. It can be fun, but it's also very stressful because of, you know, situations like this where, where's that mirror? I don't know. Maybe in a pot I forgot in Cackwell 3 hours ago, and I'm just imminently gonna lose by an epic amount. Like, but playing it casually is a lot of fun, and if you're worried about, you know, oops, I forgot a pot, gonna ruin, you know, gonna feel like you wasted 3 hours, that's what a spoiler log's for. Or Triforce Hunt, yeah. If you do a Triforce Hunt, then you forgot a pot, you're probably fine. You just find a different pot.
Yeah. Pretty sure there should be a link to the Discord with one of these commands, but I don't remember which it is. But if you are interested, you know, Discord is full of friendly people, and all skill levels are welcome, so feel free to pop in and get a race going or ask for advice. Another entrance down.
Oh, baby. Big hint. Ah, yes. Well, that actually is not terrible. That does... I don't think we've seen Mimic Ledge yet, so that's sort of a He doesn't need to go there for Eastern.
Yeah, that's a mirror locked one. More pots. No keys.
It's gonna be funny when this spits us out on the Turtle Rock Bridge.
Yeah.
and we already know we don't need it. Oh,
Well, I guess Eastern could be the other entrance,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Possible. But I think we know that Ice Palace is a shop, so we are running out of things. But it's not here. Where is it? Graveyard ledge, I guess.
is that all we have?
King's Tomb, maybe. Or you just got the hint for this.
But it could be a good item.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, this is just another one of those.
Yeah.
Do I leave it behind? I'm probably in go mode. But like, he doesn't even know how many keys for Eastern he needs at this point. It's like Plasma. Kappa is having a quick think. Which,
Yeah, I think what he needs to do is look at his entrances and realize he's missing a Turtle Rock entrance. Or just YOLO into Thieves Town.
this is a lot of time that Eri's spending gathering these checks. Like,
Yeah,
it is scary to do this too. Like, he's fine, but
I probably wouldn't, but I trust he knows what he's doing more than I do. Then again, I would probably feel like I would need to take risks to do well.
yeah.
Huh. This is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think leave here. You do not want to get sucked into
No.
clearing out all of Turtle Rock.
Oh, here's an entrance we haven't seen either.
Okay. This and K45.
Yeah, I think that's all that's left.
All right.
Okay. And here it
And
is.
here, that's going to be a dead end, yeah.
And Kappa's not happy.
So this was a forced key spend. Harry does not have the map, so he doesn't know if he's safe or not.
I'm counting 55 small keys total. They're usually around 60, 61. I think that was a compass check.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay,
this
so
is
that
go-
he's in go mode. Yeah.
Easy.
Harry, please.
I was gonna say.
so just gotta go clean up Turtle Rock. And then where are we going, Ari? Okay.
Yeah, I think into Turtle Rock and then through Turtle Rock back to Ice Palace. Assuming...
Maybe Ice Palace and then Turtle Rock. I don't know exactly where Trinex was at.
Trinex is pretty close, but I don't know which way would actually be faster.
Yeah. Well, because you don't necessarily know where you're gonna get spat out, so it's sort of a gamble on.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it faster to just walk over to Trinex and get spat out? Maybe you get spat out in Meyer area, or like you go over to. Okay, Harry, what's going on here?
Maybe he doesn't know where Trinex is.
Oh, was it only found on Kappa side? Yeah, maybe he found it, knows he can find it, but also found it 2 hours and 50 stressful minutes ago.
Yeah. You can just forget where the boss was. No, any weapon is good for Armos Knights. Sword, bow, Samaria with, I think, a magic extension.
Boomerang.
Magic extension. Yeah, Boomerang is a fun one. Love a logical Armos Knights with Boomerang.
Okay, so here's Trinex. It's I don't remember where the torch's other side was, but you could have just dropped down instead. Okay.
I don't think I said good, I think I said fun. Your mileage may vary though.
So didn't win the connector exit lottery, but that's fine.
Yeah, at least it took him to where he was, though, I think. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think he remembers this this traversal.
Yeah. It's a bit of a pain, though. Poor Kappa's gonna get stuck at the turtle room. Didn't do Thieves Town first.
It's gonna be close to getting a sub 3 hour finish.
Yeah, sub 3 in Pottery is pretty good.
Should make it, but it'll be close. Yeah, I mean, I think the mirror is one of the most important items for going fast, and it was very late in this seed, so impressive time given the layout.
Also an impressive number of checks for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And not to say that Kappa's doing a bad job. He's done a really good job, actually. Oh my gosh, Bombos. Really? But yeah, Kappa just unfortunately got a little bit rando today. Didn't go to the right places. And that happens a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there was 6 weeks of of seeds, and your best and worst get thrown out. You're probably not getting here unless you're pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
you don't just get here by luck. But also, you can also not get lucky any given day.
Yeah. Or you can mismark Misery Mire, never go back to it, and have it not be required. That happened to Eri in one of the weeks.
That's ideal. Granted, his like average score was so far above everyone else's, it would not have.
It would have just not mattered.
I would say, relative to your opponent, you need to not be significantly worse luck at the very least. Like, regardless of, like, everyone is good enough that if your opponent has significantly better luck than you are going to lose.
Oh, nice timing. GG.
Yeah. Kappa did indeed get his hammer.
Yep, just in time. Just a question of how quickly you want to go back to that Agate Tower with it. He's done a lot of other things. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how quickly exactly, but he does have significantly less incorrect options compared to what Eri had. But he is no longer moving? I don't know. Yeah. He has forfeited, it looks like.
Yes, that's a forfeit. But GG to Kappa as well. As a tough seed, and he put on a good show.
Yeah, for sure. But he left the mirror shield on the back there.
Here is Eriror. GG Eriror.
Oh, thanks.
Jeez.
How you feeling?
Surprisingly good. It went much better than expected. Even though I skipped some really dumb stuff and I played a little bit too safe in the end. But overall, I just didn't want to get blown out by missing an Eastern key because I didn't know what I needed for it.
Yeah, that's always a hard decision to make, I think, whether you just skip things or you continue to be thorough, just in case. And welcome, Kappa. Welcome in.
Oh,
GG.
figured it out eventually.
Yeah, that was a rough seed, having to take that Turtle Rock connector into the Mire area. Never a fun time without flute and mitts.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kappa, I don't know if you've been informed of what was the next sequence, but after you got that hammer, you had to go back to Agate Tower to get the mirror.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're not tempted to go back there anytime soon, because maybe you'll get mitts and flute, and then you can get it. No, you got to go back through Turtle Rock.
Yeah, or maybe you at least get Bombo, so you can at least combine it with Ice. I really didn't want to come back yet, because Like, I don't want to triple dip ice.
Yeah, the
Right.
rule of fire today, kind of forcing your hand.
Yeah. Cold Stare had bombos as well, so this is very troll.
Yes. Oh, that's how it is, I suppose. I didn't think I could get through TT like that. But as soon as Aerie said, "Oh, did you sequence break?" I'm like, why didn't I just done a normal dungeon revive? Because I picked up an item, went back to swimming state. I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah, I didn't do feats either until I got the flippers. So I didn't I thought I had enough to do that I didn't really want to sequence break the flippers just yet. And I didn't have a good weapon for. Oh, right, because I didn't have a sword yet the first time I went to that area. Because the Zora's sword was my first one.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
You
grabbed my
could have
sword.
gone back, I guess, but
Grabbed my swords from Pod. Took
Oh,
me
yeah,
ages
there
to go
are
back there too.
two swords in Pod, right?
Yes, yeah. There was
Yeah.
supposed to be one in GT as well, but I never found that.
I think skipping Pendant Thieves Town out of logic without the big key just makes a lot of sense. Even if you could have done Armos, it's and also Ice Armos is not exactly a dense time wise thing. So like, it's just all bad.
Yep. No. Time I found it, I was rapidly running out of things. So I'm like, I could consider. I definitely would have done that if I'd figured out how to actually sequence break it. I think you just take a death there, and I think it's fine, even with the swimming stuff.
Oh, if you just bonk, you'll break the swim. You'll break your water walk, and you can be normal.
I see.
That's a good tip.
Well,
Or
today I learned.
take damage in any way. I think so. Like you could also bomb yourself or get hit by anything,
Okay.
and you'll respawn at the front door.
Well, that would have helped.
Well, now
Which-
you know, so.
Which for future notice will also break your water walk. So then if you wanted to do that and then exit, you would no longer have a water walk state.
Yep.
But with Pearl, you'd get it right back, right?
No,
You'd have to
it
do
would be the same as exiting the room like normal, like a normal connector, and you would just not be water walking.
You would just be standing at the entrance and then just keep splashing into the water.
Yep.
And you can't even like splash delete out of it, right? Because of the weird.
No, I don't think there's enough space.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's also something with the waterfall landing on you that like affects the Ancilla or something. It's kind of weird.
Huh.
Yeah, you go in, you exit, you get water walk, you walk back inside, you bonk, you're normal.
Yeah, but you were both very thorough throughout that seed. Very competitive match, check for a long, long time.
Yeah, I tried to skip singletons when I could, but then being convinced the answer was Mir, so it all became terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mirror. Who knows where it could be, right?
I definitely respect the skipping tile room in Pottery Lottery play.
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
it's not a good check.
No, I had to do the TR tile room though. It was very important.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, trying to full clear dungeons in a race like this feels very different from trying to do it in something like a multi-world, just because you feel there is so much more pressure when you're wasting time and double checking things. So yeah, it didn't feel really comfortable as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I tried to do my best. I still have to draw all the maps in the map tracker.
Yeah, me too. I will never remember where to go.
So Plasma Kappa, do you plan on going to the secondary bracket if it happens?
Why not? I haven't
Why
suffered
not?
enough.
That's awesome. And
More doors.
more doors, yeah. Can't have enough. And Ari, for you, do you have any preferred modes that you want to get in your next
I mean,
round?
I like either of the three. I'm not sure how combining the three is. Like standard Pottery Lotto just feels so dangerous. It's just getting out in the first place, you know?
Yeah.
And then with bomb bag Pottery Lotto, there are just so many more checks that you just can't do on the first trip through the dungeon, which
Yeah.
is a lot harder to remember when you come back.
Yeah. If you
Very
had
true.
you'd let me pick, I just would have picked all three for fun.
For fun.
On the other
So,
hand, standard Pottery Lotto does give you a sword, which
True.
would have been nice in this seed for sure.
That's true. So many hints though.
yeah. The hints weren't too great though. I mean, even
mean,
at
yeah.
Eastern High Roll there is a sword. I'm like, okay, we're going over there. And I find GT. I'm like, okay. I still don't have a sword at the end. And I'm
Well,
not
for a
sure.
while,
Yeah.
Andy and I were wondering maybe the mushroom turn-in was going to be that sword, because it was down to that in Zora eventually.
Oh. Is that part of Eastern Hyrule?
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
That's actually where the sword ended up being.
Well, Zora is, but I think you're asking if the mushroom entrance was.
Because the potion shop was in East Hyrule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a look at the districts and I missed the water. Oh, there's a hint for sword GT anyway, so
Yeah.
it's doubly correct.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even though GT is in Eastern Hyrule, it's a different region.
Yeah,
Yep.
dungeons don't count for those hints.
Dungeons don't count, and connectors are in one of their regions. Which
Mhm.
one is, you'd have no idea.
It's random.
Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, so GT could have had important items.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
I
had a
feel
fire small.
yeah.
And then separately, if you get like a hint that like Eastern Hyrule is barren and GT's in Eastern Hyrule, that does not mean that GT is barren.
Yes.
It's also important to know that sometimes the vital hints, they don't count useful items. So like shovel or bottles that you could use to get other items. So sometimes there might still be something else to get, even if you get all the vital items.
Are you sure
That
it
was
doesn't
Yeah.
count shovel?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Ugh, gross.
Oh. Some nice advanced door rando hints. They're very specific to this format, so
Yeah,
even I'm still
it's a
learning.
lot to remember and keep in mind.
Yeah, these are hard modes, but they have been a lot of fun to improve at over the past few weeks and months. It's been a blast playing it more actively.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I hope you both had fun with the league this year.
Well, I went
Yeah.
from doing 5-hour seeds last year to making top 8, so I guess it's fine.
There you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love watching because but mostly no one plays these regularly except during the league, and I love like every year watching the league times where like everyone's just getting better so obviously as the weeks go on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the times just trend downwards, even though the seeds aren't necessarily getting easier.
Well, last week was super exciting to watch too, as everyone had to do really well to get top 8.
Yeah, I think like Andy like missed top 8 by like maybe a minute or something on his average
Yeah,
time.
it's like
It's
half
just
a
crazy
point.
close. Yeah.
Yeah, him and Freddy being super close and just barely missing out on the top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, was a really close bubble.
Yeah, I didn't even feel great about that seed, but very happy when I saw the results.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just felt like you got a little randoed today, so I wouldn't get beat yourself up over it.
Yeah, the mirror could have been anywhere, and then could have been a completely different seed for sure.
I just missed that green square in TR.
Hmm.
You know, I was like, did go back. TR main was one of my first cleaning up checks, and I just kind of missed that because you have to do the whole peg business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, having to go down the stairs, hit the switch, go back up the stairs, and then go through that thieves area. I did it over and over. It was a little awkward.
Yeah, and then when I'm done, I only have 13 items left, and then there are better things to do.
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense.
always hard with TR because you're like, are they even in here? Or are they in a different like section of the dungeon that's not connected?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Any other final thoughts?
Thanks for setting up the entire restream and commentary and all. So huge thanks to the two of you for hopping in, to Andy and Poolfloat for setting up the restream.
Thank you all for the production.
Oh, thanks for you too for racing.
Yep.
Couldn't do it without you guys being so good at the game. It's fun to watch.
Thank you.
And also thank you, Telethar, for jumping in and giving me someone to talk to for the second half of the race.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All right, GG's. And I think that does it. Take care, everybody.